We're your trauma dumpsters. Mostly unqualified, but therapy's expensive and we're funny. I'm your trauma dumpster, Casey.
And I'm your trauma dumpster, Megan.
Let's get into it.
All the best things started like what?
Like this.
Just like a...
Could
I think so too.
Like graduate because you're so big and you're getting monetized into this like glorious office space, right?
We're channeling that. Do you know it's
Yeah.
like really big energy the 16th and 17th? I've been seeing like 111 and 333 all week.
Oh, I've been
Major.
seeing all the angel numbers. Like
Yeah.
every time I look at my phone, it's like 444.
333,
555.
555,
Yep.
111. Yeah, major angel number energy.
1111.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Okay. Hey.
Wait, is that what we're doing?
That's what we're doing.
Should we harmonize since we're singers?
Yeah,
Apparently.
Hey. I don't know if that was harmonizing.
Nope, I was trying to sound bad.
Anyway, you're here with Trauma Dumpster Casey.
And trauma dumpster, Megan.
And we have a guest that we're both so excited about.
so excited.
We're here with
Lizzie.
Lizzie.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Do you want me to, I don't want to shove it in your face though.
Just shove it in
I'll just like gently.
mouth hole. We we tried to upgrade our tech and do 3 mics so that way our guest has their own mic, but we are still an amateur podcast working off 2 mics here. But
So we're going to be passing it around.
yeah, take one down, pass it around. 99 bottles of beer on the wall. Oh my god. Okay. Lizzie did point out that we're very sing-songy people and
That comes
I'm gonna count how many times you sing.
perfect.
I love it. I love it. Okay. We are okay. So the first thing that we do on every episode is you have to tell us your top 3 coping mechanisms for
Okay.
trauma, for stress. And it doesn't have to be healthy. Like, you don't have to sound healthy. I stuff shit down. Apparently not healthy.
I don't think a lot of people are healthy. I definitely like to spiral and isolate in my house for like 2 days.
Yeah.
I just have to like work through it and let it run its course so that I can come back. Skincare is huge for me.
Yeah.
15 minutes in the bathroom at nighttime, knowing that I've taken care of myself in the midst of stress or whatever is happening is huge. I don't have any like vices.
No
So there's no
vices.
drinking, smoking. The gym.
Okay.
Yeah, the gym for
Okay.
sure.
That's great.
Yeah.
I actually think all of that is good. Like, you make space to sit with your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
You do self-care. 2 types of, I mean,
It's all
fuck.
self-care.
It is all self-care.
Sometimes I feel guilty about what?
No, I love that. The fact you said it's all self-care. The
It's all self-care.
spiraling.
The spiraling is
self-care.
self-care. And I always try to take that, like I'll go and say, hey, sorry, girls. I'm just in my feelings right now. And I just need to like be alone. And I just need a day to recharge. And so I'm also teaching my kids that you can crash out, but in a healthy.
Yeah.
I also have kids, if you notice I'm saying crash out quite a bit.
Like, I have teenage and
have-
small
mhm.
children. Yeah, crash out. That's
I feel guilty.
for
You
crashing
feel guilty
out.
for crashing out?
For her not having her mic.
Oh,
Oh,
no. We're gonna pass. We're gonna pass it around. Yeah, don't feel guilty over the mics at all. Okay, so let's just jump into. So today we're gonna talk divorce trauma. Yeah, like we're just gonna fucking get into it. Yeah, divorce trauma. Is that where you want to start? Like you tell us where
You
wanna
know
start.
me. You know
I
enough
know
about my
you.
life. And
Mhm.
so, I mean, we can. I feel like it's probably the most traumatic thing out of all the traumas. And I've had so many traumas. But
Yeah.
this one.
Well, let's talk about the biggest. Let's dive into like. Actually, let's hit that one last. Let's
Okay.
talk. Okay, I want to talk about your childhood, because obviously I know you, but we haven't really talked about like childhood stuff.
Okay. So, raised by a single mom who, she loves her things. So she suffered from addiction, whether it was because she was sober and she was addicted to yarn or whether she was drinking, popping pills. She always has some form of
Of addiction.
priority other than her kids.
Yeah.
which I hate saying that out loud, but it's the truth.
Listen.
Yeah.
It's, if anybody gets mama trauma, it's yours truly.
And she's
it's
great in so many ways, 100%. But like, that's the reality.
I think that, like, at least for me, and it might not be for other people, like, that is the hardest trauma for me to say out loud is about my mom. And to, like, I mean, also just my relationship with her, it was so hard for me to hold my mother accountable and acknowledge that, like, oh, she at the end of the day was my biggest perpetrator. And it's so hard to say out loud.
But also just a person.
For sure.
Just doing life for her first time too. So it's like, I don't think that there's any scenario where you can be perfect because it's your first time.
Yeah.
Every time.
1,000,000%. You could maybe do better.
It's an I love a good and statement.
And yes,
You can
and
learn from your mistakes and be accountable. And I think that's where most people are lacking.
precisely.
Yes.
I always say there's always an explanation. Your explanation is not an excuse. It's not an
We're
excuse.
just Marco Poloing the other day.
We were, yeah. So anyway, okay.
It
So
explains the behavior, but it does not excuse the behavior.
right, and at a
It's that
certain point, you have to look at your shit and do better.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's my childhood. I had 2 sisters. They had a different dad. And so we just kind of all stuck together. And then we got older and life just carried on. And mom kind of just scooted into the back.
Were you the oldest? Or
The
were you-
youngest.
Okay.
Oh, the baby.
The baby.
Okay.
Can you hear me moving off the seat of safety?
Off the seat of safety. It's the circle of safety today. That's
We're just sitting so close together now.
close together. I love this
Can you
mic
hear both
sharing.
of us?
I
Okay,
can't
good.
hear both of you. This is like logical, like mic sharing. Anyway, okay. So raised by a single mom. Do you think that you're having an addict mom? Like, do you think that's why you don't have vices?
Probably. Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be like that.
Do you not drink at all or smoke? Or...
I drink sometimes, like on occasion, if I'm on
Like social
vacation, just
drinking
social
or, like-
drinking. I also feel like I don't have time because I have all my kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't
That's
get off work, and sorry if you do, if that's your preference, but I can't get off work and just go guzzle a bottle of wine.
yeah.
I have too much anxiety for that, and it just would never work.
Yeah.
You don't got time for that.
We don't have time for that.
I'm like, in my anxiety, I'm like, it's going to be the one time that I get too wasted that something happens and I can't get to my kids.
Oh,
That's my
Amelia.
husband's worst fear. That's why he doesn't drink. Really,
That's also
ever,
one of my worst fears.
is getting so.
Yeah.
That you're
and not-
unavailable.
Yeah.
And being unavailable for my kid, for
so
sure.
There's something about me going on vacation where I'm not even available to them, where I can be free and let loose.
Same.
So there's nothing I can do when I'm far away.
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel the same way. If I'm like go on a girls' weekend or whatever, I'm not the kind of person, I don't drink at home ever either.
It just doesn't fit into my space. I would say that one of my vices would be I love like drinks.
Yeah.
Just not alcoholic. So
Oh,
like
same.
energy drinks. And
I'm a Coke addict
I know
of
that
the
it's
cola kind.
cola.
I just like registered with me. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
on ice. Yeah, oh my god, me too.
Love it.
Just don't do it in the bathroom.
The kitchen kind of Coke, not the bathroom kind of Coke.
You know that energy drinks are bad for you, and like coffee's bad for you, and
Everything's
Coke's
bad.
bad for
Coke's
you.
bad for you.
Everything's bad.
So I have to find a vice somewhere.
So you like energy drinks?
That's your vice. I can hardly do coffee because I'm so fucking psychotic. Coffee makes me feel like I want to rip my skin off. I get decaf.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't do caffeine well.
I'm
I
so glad no one can see my face. I should.
oh my god.
Why?
Are you living?
I know people are like, you don't do caffeine, your anxiety's unmedicated. I'm like, I'm just fucking
Just
raw
raw
dogging
dogging.
life. Dog. I'm out here just doing it.
Yeah.
I think for me, I mean, I grew up around alcoholism and drugs. You know, I used to have to pee in cups for addicts so they could pass their
Yeah.
drug test
Let me
at
sign
like 6 years old, peeing in cups so my aunt didn't lose her kids again.
I had to sign my mom's AA slip.
Oh,
It's like a blue card to document how many AA meetings she went to. It's weird that I was at all of them.
you're like,
She's like, do a different signature this time.
you're like, Okay, sure.
Oh
My God. Yeah.
Megan's like,
I lived a very different life.
I'm
Megan's
so
always
happy
like,
for you.
yeah, I can't relate to any of that.
Relate to, yeah, no.
But my mom was the only person who wasn't drinking. So my mom my mom was never an addict. The only thing she was addicted to was shitty ass men.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
On to
that's-
chapter 2 of today's podcast.
Yeah. So that's the only thing. But like, I think for me, yeah, my mom didn't, when everybody else was drunk and whatever, when my stepdad was drunk and throwing glasses at the wall, my mom was always completely sober. I'll give her that one. Oh, there's a lot I'll give her. But anyway,
That's it.
But I think-
like, say, there is a lot of positive. But
Yeah.
those are like the things that stick out, and those are traditionally and statistically things that create trauma.
well, and I think that, like, for me, I think that's like that example is why, partly why, I mean, obviously growing up around alcoholism, there's a lot of like trauma in that, but then also just like seeing my mom be the one that wasn't intoxicated all the time. I think that just like subconsciously carried over for me. Like, I love to, like, my birthday once a year, you know, I mean, also like now I'm 37, knocking on 38. I just feel like shit if I drink.
100%.
Nobody wants to feel like
I
shit.
hit 30 and I was like, oh, this is just like different. It doesn't,
Yeah.
can't wake up the same anymore.
Yeah.
When we went out on my birthday,
Yeah.
I didn't even drink, but the simple fact that I was out until midnight,
You're like,
correct,
You're
the
like,
next day.
I feel hungover.
I'm so hungover. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, like, do you have a relationship with your dad now?
I do have a really good relationship with my dad.
Yeah. He wasn't around when you grew up?
Well, he was in Las Vegas, and then we were in Washington. And
Okay.
we moved to Eugene when I was 16. So,
I was just telling you to talk more into the mic.
hey. So,
Crawl inside
we,
your sweatshirt and just live in there.
I have such a good relationship with him now.
Yeah.
I just didn't have very much access to him as a child.
Okay. Because
Not
they...
just because there were states between us. That was the only thing.
Yeah. Did they divorce when you were really young?
I was 6.
You were 6. Okay. Do you feel like that was traumatic? Or do you just like not even really remember?
I don't really remember.
Okay.
I probably honestly like,
You didn't really remember anything different, probably.
well, and I feel like it was chaos all the time. So like I just don't remember.
Okay. Like chaos
My
before.
mom drunk parties, this, that. So maybe I just didn't.
And your dad wasn't an addict?
No.
Oh, isn't... Okay.
It's weird, right?
Washington, Oregon, they are like in favor of the mother states.
It may not have even gotten that far.
Oh, she just was like, I get the kids.
Don't remember.
You go to Vegas. Like, I have no idea. This is your homework. I'm
going to go ask.
So, Dad, did you want to take me with you?
I'm going to do like, I will. I'll go interview them. I'll interview her and then I'll interview him and we'll like take the like average.
Reconvene. Yeah. Perfect. That sounds perfect. Okay. Growing up, getting out of your mom's house, what was your experience like when you left your home? How old were you?
Oh, I stayed living with my mom. I was like attached to her, which is very, I think I was in a caretaker role.
Oh, yeah. Well, can relate. I mean,
Yeah.
I was told that I probably had Stockholm syndrome when it came to my mom, and I was like, oh,
Let's remember that word and come back to it later.
okay.
So
Let's do.
I didn't move out from her house. I did things like for a little bit. I moved to Arizona. I went and lived in Vegas for a few months here and a few months there. But I stayed at her house until I had,
Okay.
and then
Yeah.
so
I love that, though.
Yeah.
I was going to say, when you said you were the youngest, I was going to tell you, you give off such eldest daughter vibes.
Do
and
I?
that's probably why, like, the caretaker
The
role.
caretaker role. Yeah. What's the age difference between you and your sisters?
they are 5 and 7 years older.
Okay.
And then with a different dad. So maybe I did
you
have
give
a lot of
only
alone.
child vibes,
Oh.
I feel like. But
Yeah.
listen, I say that as a compliment because I have an only child.
It's okay. I'll take it.
People can perceive it.
I'm
how they
definitely
want.
like hyper independent,
Yeah.
which is so unattractive, but also such like a gift at the same time.
I think it's, I mean,
Do you know what I mean when I say unattractive?
I do,
Because it's
yeah.
like people want to be needed, and I'm like, well, I don't really need you.
right,
So if you're in my circle, it's because I want you to be there.
right. Which I love that.
I find that so attractive.
Yeah, I'm like, actually, I'm so turned on by you right now.
So
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know. It creates like a person who is, you just get what you get with people that are like hyper independent.
mm-hmm.
So,
But I think that's what I like. Part of why I was drawn to you is because I do think like you just get what you get. Like you're authentically you.
God, and that's so rare.
It's so rare.
Gem.
Like a
Rare
unicorn.
gem.
You're like a pink unicorn.
I'm a, what are you? A Morganite?
Moissanite.
Moissanite. Her ring.
Oh,
I was
Yeah.
like,
I don't know where
holy
you're-
Oh, hers also.
I
She
go,
has
holy
moissanite
shit,
also.
Kim Kardashian, what's on your finger?
Okay, well now let's move into divorce and relationship trauma. Obviously, let's move
Okay.
into your like marriage and like how, because obviously there's a reason it's so traumatic.
That was so special for me. Like, all I wanted was a family. All I wanted was like tradition and family. And here I was, and I was creating it, and I had somebody alongside creating it with me. But then 9 years later, it turns out that he actually didn't believe in any of those values.
Because you were a single mom
I was
to
a
your
single
two
mom.
older daughters.
Single mom to my two older daughters. He's a single dad to his daughter. So we meet, and it's like the perfect scenario. And then we have a child together who glues us all together. And it's this like perfect world where everybody now has both a mom and a dad.
Yeah.
And it was so special. And then everybody was able to see the move through this world with a mom and a dad.
Right.
So it was so special. And it's just all I wanted.
And then
And it's all I thought about. It's like what I daydreamed about as a kid.
right.
And I had it.
You had it.
But then I didn't.
But then you didn't because somebody did not value it in the way that you valued it.
And later there was a statement where he said, we've never been on the same page. We've never had the same beliefs. And I'm like, what?
News to me.
I was like, well, why didn't you say something?
yeah,
If
like
you didn't believe it, then say something.
like at what point did you
At what point was me
Real-
like setting the table for Easter, not in your value system? And
yeah.
creating these core memories for these kids and like, what?
And like yeah, I mean, there's a level in which I'm like not a story to tell, but like even becoming a step parent and taking on another child and like loving that child as your own and then having like somebody be like, "Oh yeah, it was never real."
It was never real. And you're just not her mom anymore.
Yeah, which is so fucked up on so many levels, obviously. But the like, what was there ever an answer given of like, okay, at what point? I mean, you had the kid, you parented the other children, you let me parent this child, like we got married, we had this like fairy tale. So at some point you felt it and it felt that it aligned, or you were just a big fat fucking liar the whole time. But
Yeah,
like,
did he like wake up one day?
like
and
what point?
change his mind?
At what point?
Yeah.
I think that everyone's a genius in hindsight.
A million, yeah.
Looking back, I'm like, oh, well, there was that time. And oh, there was that moment.
Signs.
And like, yes, there were signs and there were.
How, like, what year in do you feel like you're like, oh shit, now I can see the signs at that point?
A week before my wedding,
Damn it.
I got a message from an anonymous Facebook profile
Yeah. Okay. I
that
remember.
said, you're about ready to marry a cheater. You better have a good divorce attorney on hand.
But of course, you are swept up and swept away. And like, why would you believe an anonymous
before you
Facebook
But you
post?
do believe
You know
it.
what I mean?
But I did
Yeah,
believe it. I think 3 weeks after the wedding, I tried to message it for the second time. And I said, I will give you $1,000 if you tell me who you are.
Ugh.
So I think I knew.
Yeah.
I just chose to ignore.
Because how many years were you in at that point?
5,
Okay.
6. We were together for 9 years.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Fucking cheaters be cheating, dog. And then obviously you,
So then there's like other signs, and then you just kind of, he's so soft and he's so quiet
yeah,
and he's so reserved.
he's the
He
likable
will
guy.
he will bring you flowers every week. He doesn't like conflict. He's not going to disrupt anything. He, instead of arguing, just goes quiet. So it's hard to think something's wrong.
Right. But he'll do the shit in secret.
I guess. And here's the thing is that I get to live the rest of my life thinking that it wasn't real and never really knowing that it was real. I don't know what really happened out there. I don't have all the info. I only have the info that I have. So,
Right. Right.
you know,
Well, and the hard part too is like you are a business owner, a successful business owner. You have a very entrepreneurial mind.
mm-hmm.
You are good at that. And you, not only did you build a family with him for both of you, but you built his business like together.
I helped him build his business and I built my business. And in my head, we were like the Brady Bunch.
Right.
We had these two businesses. There was 4 girls between us, and we just had this most beautiful, random, like gift from the universe.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't real.
Yeah.
So I had my flag staked in him so hard.
Yeah.
That I think I fought harder and harder every time it was feeling like it was fading away from me. And I was like, well, what could I do? Oh,
Right.
here, let me do anything for you. Let me build this business for you. Let me get you a new space for your shop. Let me do this. Let me just trying so hard.
Were these after moments of like when did you? I don't know any of this, so this is all new to me.
Welcome to my life.
Welcome to it.
So were there moments of infidelity throughout the marriage that you were like, I can save this, I can, or was it other things that were making you?
No, it all just kind of
I think it was really weird.
included, right?
There was a message before my wedding.
Yeah.
There was a few times where like family members would be like, hey, is this happening? And I'm like, no, he would never do that. And then some people, when it did come out, they were like, he doesn't even have time for that. And I'm like, but he did it.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I'm like, he would never do that when he is being questioned by outsiders. And then outsiders are like, he just would never do it. So there was no ever clear path.
Right.
It was all just, there's no way. Everybody believed in it so much.
Yeah.
But then the people that did question it were people who had known him since childhood.
Interesting.
Which it's like, fuck, in hindsight, you're like, those are the people I should have. Yeah, those are the people that you should have like listened to. It's really interesting. I feel like it's so hard because my mother, for her third marriage, it was a far more like fucked up situation, but she had so many people like I didn't get good vibes from him. My grandmother didn't get good vibes. My aunt thought the vibes were off, but everybody just was like, "Oh, like, it's probably fine, probably fine." But at their wedding, like nobody felt good about it,
Okay.
but like, you know what I mean? And she kind of in her gut and in her soul, she was like, I knew. Like I always kind of had this inkling, but I was just waiting for somebody to be like, don't do this. Red alert, run away, get in your car, go far. And it was like at their wedding, like even after they like, well, we went into hiding from him and like whatever, all of his family was like, oh yeah, he's fucking insane. Like he's super crazy.
You're like, well, why didn't you say anything?
Well, and all of like literally she was like, why did nobody say don't do it? Why did nobody say like run away, And it's hard because it's like those were the people that knew him the most, knew him the longest, knew who he was. And like his daughter showed up to the wedding and we thought that she just absolutely hated us, but it was she hated him. And she didn't want to be there.
It's just such a confusing, like there's no right answer.
There's no right answer.
There's no right answer. But so there's the foundation of it. But how it broke me was it broke me in 100 million different pieces. It humiliated me as a business owner. It humiliated me as a mom.
Yeah.
I still to this day feel like I'm being punished just for being a mother.
Well, because there were also, I mean, I don't know how deep you want to go, but there were also really fucked up accusations against you that were never true. And the behavior
From him
surround,
or other
yeah,
people?
the behavior
Like-
surrounding those accusations didn't point to this is true stuff. It was, I mean, it was just all bullshit and lies. So that in itself was like, also devastating to be like, well, I've always been this person and now all of a sudden you don't want to be with me and you're accusing me of being this person.
Right.
Which was never.
And now all of a sudden I'm nothing. I have no value to you whatsoever.
Right.
Not even as a mom.
Right.
So that my motherhood is not even special at this point.
Which is.
It is.
It is.
And I know
but it
now.
doesn't feel that way because somebody is coming and trying to invalidate it, which I feel like that's like the most fucked up thing to try and invalidate in somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, okay, attack my business, attack me as a wife, but like, don't fucking come at
Yeah.
me as a mom.
No, because no, especially not as a mom who has chosen to take the path that I did. Like I took on a child who wasn't mine and I still care for her and I still reach out to her and I still try to be there for her.
Yeah.
And so to have that be a topic sucked. And you know, like that's just it though, is that people only like you when they like you.
Yeah.
People only pretend to like you when they feel like they have to.
Mm-hmm.
None of that side of the life is there for my kids or for me. I couldn't call them if I wanted to.
Yeah.
So it was all fake.
Yeah.
Because if it was real, these relationships would still be active.
Yes.
And if there was a true sense of family across the board, we wouldn't punish anybody just because a marriage wouldn't work out and we would all still be together. And then we would still embrace the children, whether they're stepchildren, biological or not.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, it's not that there wouldn't be an absence of pain, but that's love, right? Like it's painful when there's love there,
Yes.
you know?
So, yes, the parenthood part, the motherhood part is, I think, one of the most traumatizing parts of it.
Yeah. Well, and then on the flip side of that, not only just being invalidated as a mother, but also being a mother who, like, your kids are, in fact, your entire world and your entire life. And then to have to plead for the other side to meet your kid where she needs to be met and try and advocate for her through a situation that is traumatic and hard and difficult for everybody, and then just to be told like, we're not going to do any of that to make her life easier.
We're not going to do that because you were once married to him and now you're not, so now you're terrible.
Yeah.
Basically is what it boils down to.
What? Wait. So this was him, or this was like everyone else involved, or what?
It basically was like, oh, the affair happened. We're disowning you, Lizzie. We're disowning your kids. We are not going. There's no village anymore.
What the hell?
And who knows what the story is, right?
Well, the story
there's a
is
story.
Lizzie's crazy.
Lizzie's crazy. Lizzie's a
crazy.
shitty mom.
Yeah, Lizzie's toxic. Lizzie's insane, so Lizzie should go get this is
okay. So this is why
grade A. This is what I fucking love about Lizzie. She's like, I'm insane. He's saying I'm insane.
He's saying I'm crazy. Like all of his circle is villainizing me because was married to him.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. That's crazy to me.
Like
you're villainizing me because I was married to him and now I'm not. What?
Right.
Me as a person, I don't deserve to be villainized. No. I haven't done anything.
Right.
And he committed infidelity.
Correct.
And now I'm the problem.
So
which is extra trauma.
But what did you do?
So what did I do? We were in marriage counseling. This is why we're here today.
This is why we're here.
We were in marriage counseling November through middle December of 2024, talking about reconciling. And there were a few comments. Well, there was like, oh, you're crazy. Oh, God, you're just so toxic. And then there was
You're a narcissist, Lizzie.
There was a few comments about me being a narcissist. And so I was like, shit, what if I am?
Because she marcoed me and she was like, I need you to tell me, like, am I a narcissist?
You know what
need
I've
you.
heard from my therapist?
What?
If you ask, am I a narcissist? You're not a narcissist.
Yeah, right. That's what I said. I said, if you have to ask me, are you a narcissist? Like, you are not, you would just be like, I'm not a fucking narcissist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like beating myself up. I'm like, I'm a terrible mom. Like, I deserved to be cheated on.
Well, yeah, because you're hearing all of this from the person that you loved, trusted, or building all the things that you were
Yes.
talking about building
Mm-hmm.
for 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't even imagine hearing that. And like, what else are you?
No,
like,
and then you're like,
it's
and
gonna
when the
break you.
person's so soft and so sweet, and
Oh.
you're like, oh, so I'm like sitting here and I'm like, shit,
Wolf in sheep's clothing.
Yeah.
they're singing. So I'm like, shit. So we're in marriage counseling, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to proactively behind the scenes. I'm going to reach out to somebody, and I want to be in recovery if I'm a narcissist. So I call this place, and I get put on a wait list for a full psych eval. I don't tell anybody because I'm like, I just want to know, like, I'm beating myself up. Like, I'm like, God, I'm a shitty person.
Oh.
I deserve all of what is happening to me right now. And all of his circle hates me. So it must be true. But these people don't know me.
Clearly.
Right.
So I forget about it. And gosh, it wasn't even that long ago. It was like 4 months ago, 5 months ago.
November.
It wasn't that long ago. I get this call and they're like, hey, we're looking for Elizabeth. You had put your name on this wait list. And I was like, at this point, I had been going to counseling once a week for the whole divorce, like through the last like chaotic year of my life where he still has 1 foot in and 1 foot out of my life. And I continued through counseling. And at this point, I know
Yeah.
that I'm not a narcissist.
Right.
But they
You want it on paper.
But they call and they're like, hey, and but that's still in the back of my mind. I'm like, what if? Like, I got to be right for my kids. I got to be a good mom. So I go and I have the first appointment's 3 hours. The second appointment is 4 hours of testing.
Jeez.
The third appointment is 2 hours. Listen, the first appointment, they were like, there's no reason for you to be here because if you're here questioning whether or not you're a narcissist, you're not.
Yeah.
The person accusing you
Is the narcissist?
No, well, we're not going to diagnose anybody, but we
are going to call a spade a spade.
So I was like, I know, but I was like, I don't know. I want to prove it to him. I want to prove it to myself. Part of me is still like, he means so much to me. I just need to show him, which is crazy.
But also, let's just address why part of you, I mean, yes, he always meant so much to you, but even after the infidelity, you said 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and you say that because there was home visits for a hot minute. Like we separated August of 24 and all the way to August of 25. He was not in his own truth with his new relationship.
Is this the relationship that came out of the affair?
No, there was an initial affair, and then quickly after, there was another relationship. And that relationship, he wanted it, but he didn't want it. He didn't want to let go of his family, but he wanted to let go of his family. So there was a lot of lying, gaslighting, and overlap there.
Mm-hmm.
So for the first year, there was nothing but chaos.
Yeah.
Lying, manipulating, like hiding.
Mm-hmm.
So...
And again, overlapping.
Nobody really knows.
I just gave a thumbs up.
Can you hear the thumbs up? Thumbs up, open mouth, Blake stare.
So I got cheated on once, and then my kindness. I'm upset with myself that I was willing to reconcile ever.
Well, and I think that you have to have grace for yourself. Like, I don't think you should be upset with yourself. You should have the most grace for yourself. Like, that's a normal thing to want. That was all you ever wanted. That was your picture perfect. And so the thought of being able to reconcile that, I think that's such a normal
For
thing.
the initial
Right.
affair. The
Right.
initial affair but then this next thing came and it was just chaos and crazy and didn't make any sense. And
But I think it's still so valid to want reconciliation and like hope that he would pull his fucking head out of his ass and not want this next thing and desire to like save your family. I think that's like a totally normal thing to hope for.
But it didn't go down that way.
No, it didn't.
That's not what happened.
So
Anyway, back to
the psych eval.
So I'm there and they're like, just the simple fact that you're here, like we already know. So do you want to proceed? You don't have to. And I was like, yeah, I do.
You went for a full psych eval, not just to find out if you're a narcissist or not.
Well, it just was all part of it.
Yeah.
I think when you're going into like cluster B things, like personality stuff, you have to do the full.
Yeah.
So they go through anxiety, depression, ADHD, personality disorders, and all this stuff. So I do the whole thing. During the testing, listen, I was like totally activated the whole time. These little brain games that they were making me do, I was getting like hot, sweaty. I was getting physically like frustrated. And I was like, shit.
I'm insane.
Like, I'm actually
God damn
fucking
it.
crazy.
So it's coming back. This is it. I left and she's like, they don't talk to you.
Yeah,
There's
can't.
no emotion. They don't explain what you're doing. They just say, this is what you need to do, and you need to do it, and you're timed. And there was like,
So
Have you ever
stressful.
had one?
No.
Me neither.
there was like 15
You're
things.
fucking insane. Lock her up.
Listen, this was like
Committed.
$1,200 too. Like I like paid. So
Yeah.
we're going through all these games, and I'm just feel so defeated. They're called brain games. And then there was like a 300 question questionnaire at the very end of it. It was 4
That would
hours. It
stress
was
me.
hell.
I'm like, I'm gonna fail. I have test
I was
anxiety.
like, I was, here we go.
Yeah.
I was ready. I was ready to hear like, oh, he was right.
You're a narcissist with like borderline personality disorder and like
They were going to throw the book. Oh,
Yeah.
and you're bipolar and you're this and you also have ADHD on top of it.
and
so
you're
you need
also
to buckle up.
manic. So
So I was like, oh shit. 2 weeks later, I went to go have my follow-up. They had tears in their eyes. And they're like, you know that you didn't need to be here. And I'm like, I know.
you're totally
Listen,
sane.
are you ready, Megan? Casey's ready.
I know.
Not only am I not a narcissist, I'm not bipolar. I do not have borderline personality disorder. I have no personality issues at all. And I scored superior and highly above average on every single test. So she
Emotional
said,
intelligence.
what's wrong with you is that you're so emotionally intelligent that you are aware of what's happening in a room before the room can catch up to you.
Damn.
Joke on that, bitch.
Yeah.
And I was
How
like,
validating.
well, I was like, what? And they're like, yeah.
Yeah.
They said, you do have anxiety, but why wouldn't you? And I said, oh yeah, yeah, I think we all do.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, well, I can do that. And they're like, but what you're feeling is that you're processing verbal, visual, audio processing, all of this stuff is just, you're there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Fucking, where's our little toy mic to drop?
shitty
drop
little-
it.
Shitty third mic that
Anyway.
didn't work to drop.
It was validating, you guys.
Yeah. It had to be so
It
validating.
closed.
Did they have it in paper? Did you like just
Mhm.
slide it across the desk towards him?
Well, no. Mm-mm.
Did you mail it to him?
I did. It was like, hey, I just wanted to let you know that, like, as like the mom, you don't need to worry about me because I'm good. I'm good.
So more
actually,
than good.
I'm good.
superiorly
I'm superior.
good.
I am highly average, above average.
Highly above average
Superiorly.
at all
I
times.
am good. It was such a level of closure for me that I have not been quite as the same since.
And when was that?
Like November.
yeah.
I think it was November.
Mm,
Wow.
no, after. It was no.
Was it
like,
after the
maybe
holidays?
like February? It was in February that I got the results.
Oh, why did
So
I
like
think it was in
2 months ago.
I literally, listen, it shut the door.
Oh,
I'm not interested in you. I don't want you.
Right.
You ruined my family.
you made me feel so crazy. And look, I am the opposite.
I am the opposite. And
Which that's so fucking
is-
textbook. Like,
It is
be more
textbook.
original. Like,
Well-
be more original than like making your ex-wife that you cheated
well,
on.
you see
and
it. You
like,
can scroll any social media platform
it's
and they're
insanely
like,
textbook.
if he's calling his ex crazy, if he's doing this, then you shouldn't be. It is textbook.
Yeah.
100%. So I will be crazy. I
Yeah.
will be the villain in your story. But don't forget
Because
that
you're the clown in mine.
Right. And don't forget that I have receipts.
Yeah.
And I am highly above average and superior. So not only do I have receipts, but I have every date and time and message and like experience that I
Every
experienced
single
with you logged into my brain. You
Yeah.
can't take it back.
Which I love that level, like closure on that portion. What's difficult, and I think is probably always until and unless, which the likelihood of it is not super likely, until and unless there is accountability and it's the mom thing.
It's the mom
It's
thing.
the mom thing. Like, until you come around and he stops trying to make you feel like a shitty mom, or like, you again, you are so emotionally intelligent and like you feel what your kids, one, first of all, as moms we feel what our kids feel regardless, but then being a deeply emotionally intelligent person to feel and understand what your child's feeling and the damage that it can cause, like, that's going to be the hard thing to let go, because
Yeah.
you can't control that. You can't make somebody stop doing what they're doing or do what they need to do. It's
No,
not
you
necessarily
can't.
stop doing what they're doing, right? Because that's not, you're not trying to stop doing anything. You're trying to get them to do what they are supposed to do, what they need to do. And when they're not doing that, as a mom, it's hard to just let that go, because you're
is.
advocating for your kid and
'Cause-
you're never going to stop doing that.
And the deal is, if it was a teacher that was doing something to your child,
Right.
both parents would be like on board together and be like, well, fucking take her out of that classroom.
Yeah. A
If
million
it was
percent.
a doctor that you just weren't, both parents would combine. And so all I want out of it is to combine and
Right.
collaborate.
Right.
And I'm never going to get that.
No. And
that's,
you're-
I mean, and it's okay. I'm not here to control what she does when she's at your house, what she eats,
Right.
what she does. I will have a say a little bit about who she's around for
Yeah.
safety reasons. But when I see any of my kids struggle, and I've struggled with this with all of them, I want to step in and be like, hey, I can see this happening, and this is what's it's gonna look like in 10 years.
Right.
But a lot of people don't look 10 years ahead. They don't
Right.
look at like, oh, well, gosh, this one vacation
Right.
hurt her feelings so bad that it's gonna carry on into her first relationship that she ever had.
I feel like too many people and too many parents can't. I mean, too many people, and there is a gigantic lack of self awareness. I think the percentage of people who are truly self aware is like 1% of the population or something
Honestly,
like that.
yeah.
But people can't think a one step ahead, 5 years ahead, a year ahead, 10 years ahead. It's just like whatever's happening right now, this is the issue at hand. And they're not looking at like, what are the repercussions of this choice and this action? What are the repercussions like on your child?
Cool.
Like,
Most of those people are the people that haven't dealt with the stuff that happened 10, 20 years ago to them to cause them to be the people that they are, to be
Precisely.
doing.
Oh my gosh, I saw this thing on social media the other day, and it was like, we always say kids are so resilient, but all those kids that were resilient are now in therapy. Because we're not fucking resilient.
bingo. We're not resilient. We're not resilient.
No.
And
Why are
that's-
we expecting the kids to be resilient?
See, and that's what I've always said when it comes to my kid, is people are like, oh, kids are so resilient, they'll be fine. Like, for example, when I was moving here, the level of turmoil that I was in to sell my house move my child to a new home, put him in a new school, and everybody's like, he's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. Was it like the best decision we could have made for him? Like, yes, he is thriving in a way, but I didn't take that lightly. It wasn't just like, oh, I'm going to sell my house and I'm going to move him schools and it's going to be whatever. Did it end up being like the best thing we could have done for him? For sure. But I didn't take it like lightly. Like that was his foundation. Those were his roots. Like that was his, I cared about like, okay, I'm removing him from his friends. But like how many times, I mean, maybe Megan didn't move ever, but like how many times, like how many times do we just like move kids to a new house, to a new school, and we don't think about it's like, oh yeah, everybody moves, everybody. But for me, it was like, I know, I don't think I'm not really like damaged by the number of time. Like I'm okay. I think move like the fact that I moved a ton, like, yeah, did I have to process that? Like whatever, for sure. But that wasn't, but for me, it was like this moment of like, oh my God, I don't want to be the mom who doesn't give a shit how this is going to make my kid feel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be the mom who isn't aware that it's going to be hard. I'm not just going to selfishly move my kid because it's what I want to do and not have regard for him. And I think that there's two, like, and I've always said, like, yeah, kids are quote unquote resilient, which I love that freaking thing because we're not.
Nobody's resilient.
Nobody is resilient.
Nobody is.
It's like we learn to just fucking deal with things. We learn you're expected to, and I just think that there's not enough regard for what our adult decisions are doing to our kids. And I'm sorry, but like they didn't fucking ask to be here.
I keep saying that. I keep going, we brought her here.
Yeah.
We need to take care of her here.
Yeah. We did. She didn't ask to be here.
I think that that's my problem now. It is the parenting piece.
Yeah.
But then that's also punished. I'm like, hey, well, like, this is what I'm experiencing. Well, I'm talking to her too much about her feelings, or like, I shouldn't be experiencing that because there's no way that it's right, or that it's not real, or I'm fishing, or I'm bringing
adult. That's what you're being accused of now?
Well, not accused, but that's the conversation doesn't go anywhere. And that's like the basis of why it doesn't go anywhere. It's like, she shouldn't be like, she knows too much, but she's aware.
Well, and that's the other thing is people don't get which copy paste. Literally copy paste.
Well, it's like, don't like make her smaller than she
That's
is.
what I was going to say. People don't give children enough credit. They think that it's like, well, they're a kid. They're like 7, they're 8. What is she, 8? 7?
She's 8. She's in 2nd grade. And I'm telling you, my 2nd grader is coming home and talking to me and telling me what pansexual means and what crashing out means, I can guarantee that she can probably read an environment and pick up on energy.
1,000,000%.
You know what I mean?
1,000,000%. And again, she's all like, that's just like baseline. Kids know more than we give them credit for. They understand more, they feel more, they perceive more than what people want to give them credit for.
And don't ever say that her feelings don't matter.
Right.
Because they do.
Yeah. Well, and
any of them do. My feelings matter. Your feelings matter. We all matter.
Right.
And our perspective might be different from yours, so you can't say that it's not true.
Well, the reason people say like, oh, you're talking to her too much, or she's like, that's why she's perceiving too much, is because people say that, or like they diminish kids' understanding.
Give her anything to perceive.
Because they say like, they say that, or that kids can't perceive is because they want to make a kid's understanding and perception smaller so they don't have to take accountability for what they're doing.
There we're back to the word accountability.
Yeah.
If we I always say start at the very bottom. If we put accountability and awareness into the equation here at the bottom.
Yeah.
And we didn't support our friends who were doing this, and we did step in and say, hey, what you're doing is not right, and I'm not going to stand for it. I'm actually still going to be friends with your ex-wife because she was a part of our family.
Yeah.
What you're doing is shitty.
Yeah.
If we started down there, we wouldn't be able to get all the way up to Puff Daddy.
No.
Because it wouldn't be acceptable.
Yeah. Right. See, I have another friend which hopefully she will be coming on and telling her story, but like her biggest trauma was also her divorce, and it was because of infidelity, and it was continued infidelity even though they were doing counseling and trying to work through it. It was like a very similar situation, but now they co-parent. They're best friends. They're both in other
that's all that I
relationships.
want, but it's never going to happen.
No, it's not. But that was the point I was going to make, is like the only reason they could get there is because that party took accountability.
Right.
Like it never would have gotten there if accountability was not taken.
The unfortunate part about my situation is that there was overlap.
Yeah.
And when you choose to stay with something that broke your foundation, it's nearly it's an impossible situation.
Yeah.
So that's what he chose. He's happy. He chose this woman and he's happy, and
I still think it's a fucking sham.
I'm happy for him that he's happy. I mean, to find your person, right? That's a huge...
That's so generous and nice.
You're
You know how I
such
feel
a
about it.
good
I still think it's bullshit. but
But-
I think you're taking the healthy standpoint on it, which is what you have to do. But as your friend,
Yeah.
I can still say like,
fuck that guy.
fuck that bitch, fuck that man.
well, like in my soul, yeah, fuck you. Like, I don't respect you. Not only do I not respect you, we're veering away from him. Not only do I not respect you for what you participated in around children and woman to woman, what you did, he meant so much to me.
Mm-hmm.
You are supporting him and co-signing on this version of him that's operating at a lower level than I know he's capable of.
Which is, yeah. Yeah.
So I know this father of four, this business owner, father of four, you know, he might have really good money right now. He looks good. He drives a nice car. He like does,
It's all relative.
he like has all these things, but I'm talking about like his moral compass.
Yeah. Well,
The person that I know he can be would never leave anybody behind.
right.
He would never talk bad about anybody, and he would never put his own flesh and blood in a situation to have to choose.
Yeah. Well, and I just think a relationship that's built in that way is like, I don't know. I think that like if you're the other person, even though you weren't the one that broke it, but you were the very quickly after, and there was overlap. First of all, if there's overlap, one,
we
fucking
doing?
believe it. Number two, clearly there's still 1 foot in. You encouraged both feet out, and you as a person, as a woman, as a human being, like that is gross.
It's
That's
gross.
disgusting. And you should, like, I hope that your relationship is always a big fat sham.
I don't think that it will be. This is weird. I know that you're going to laugh or you're going to look at me weird.
That's okay.
Like, really,
Yeah.
have it and enjoy it.
Well, for sure. I mean, go
And
be happy
be
because you
happy.
don't want that anymore.
Yeah.
But the
Be happy, enjoy each other. You found the love of your life. Because guess
at
what?
this point, I hope so.
Oh God, I hope so. Because if this
because
isn't
you
real,
just
if this isn't
fucking
real
ruined
and like
everything.
all of my
Yeah, I
kids
hope it
suffered,
is.
I hope it is. But yeah, have it
Yeah.
because I don't want it anymore.
Yeah.
You didn't take my man.
No. Yeah.
You took my problem.
Can you hear our little snaps? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because here's the deal: is that I also know who I am.
Yes, you do.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm
And I love that.
45. I fucking look great.
Yes, you
Yes, you
do.
do.
Yes, you do.
I created like this amazing community.
Yeah. 1,000,000%.
My kids are good human beings.
Great human beings.
Great
You're
human beings.
So, like, you do. Yeah. They are your world, and it shows
And
in who they are.
there is some man out there who not only is he fine. Here's the other thing is that I am so loyal that I'm putting in all this work. I haven't slept with anyone. I haven't dated anybody. I am putting in all of this work because I'm so loyal to that fucking motherfucker who's so fine. He's going to take such good care of me and he's going to love me and I'm going to be healed. And so
Yeah.
I'm going to be able to offer that to him.
But the best part, yeah, you're going to be healed before you even get there.
Yep,
Because
and
he's not going to heal you.
No, because
No.
I'm going to be healed and we're going to meet and I
It's gonna be
get to have
so
the life
Whole
that
ass,
I.
superiorly intelligent
Yep.
person.
Yeah.
This gift.
And then when you meet, you're gonna say, "Look how incredibly sane I am.
I have
it on
these
paper." I
papers.
would be
I'm
showing
actually
that.
like,
I'd be showing that shit to everybody.
I know. But wait, this brought me like back to another thing. Everybody should do this.
I
I
want to.
Yeah.
I'm a little scared.
I think everybody should do it. Could you imagine how different the world would be if like neurodivergent people knew that they had something that they could work on either through occupational therapy, medication, or
Oh, yeah, 1,000,000%.
but a lot of people just don't know.
Yeah.
I think everyone should have to do it.
I think it's great. I want to do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Am I going to get commissions from the Center of Stress and Anxiety?
oh, yeah.
Good.
I
when
hope
send
they
everybody
hear
there?
that. Yeah, send them this link and then tell them we'll do an ad for them if they pay
Yeah.
us. We'll do paid ads.
Hey, Medicube, can you hear us too?
Yeah, yeah. Can you? We do have paid ads on here. Or
Um,
ads. I think we're supposed to get paid. I don't know if we do.
Nobody gets paid.
Nobody gets
We're going to get paid.
I'm just letting them run ads to not pay me.
Just fun.
Just
But-
for fun.
That's it. That's the most traumatizing, I think, event. I almost died in an accident
When?
What?
when I was 20,
A car accident?
an ATV accident.
Oh my god.
So my
Yeah.
upbringing with, addiction, this almost fatal accident. But this was my
This-
most
this-
traumatizing event. And
I
here
know.
I am.
You know what though?
Still standing.
There's so many things that there are things that are traumatic that some people would be like, "Oh my god, that's so traumatic." But you don't feel them as trauma.
Mhm.
There's so many things in my childhood that people are like, "Wow, that's really traumatic." But I'm like, "Oh, I'm literally unaffected by that."
Yeah.
It's not traumatic to me. It's just a funny anecdote that I can tell people to make them feel weird, But then there are other things that I'm like, "Oh no, that has me actually really fucked up." We
Well,
can't talk
because
about that one
everybody's
yet.
different. So that's another piece to this is that everybody's
Yeah.
different and you have to let everybody have space to feel what they need to feel.
Precisely.
And to process what they need to process. And if you're a part of anybody's pain, you should be generous enough to be a part of their healing by
By
respecting
taking
accountability.
Look, you got sing-songy too.
Anyway, so that's it. I
That's
just
it.
don't know.
Well, I think you're doing incredible, and thank you for coming on here
Thanks
and
for
just
having me.
sharing your. I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of trauma that's hard to share, but that feels like a hard to share. So
It's 100% awkward,
yeah,
but it's all good.
but we
We're here.
love you and we
Perfect.
appreciate you, and we're so glad that you came on our
an
podcast.
inspiration, truly.
Yeah,
Thanks, guys.
and fuck those bitches, fuck those hoes. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Brows before bros.
Exactly.
I don't know. Nails
And
before
a-
hoes. We're here in the beauty industry. We're
Yeah.
here to make women pretty. We're here to lift them up.
Plug
And
for Studio 205 in
every
Eugene, Oregon.
appointment comes with a free talk sesh. And here you have my tea so you know we can relate.
Yeah, Studio 205 Eugene, Oregon. Go get your coochie waxed. All right. Thanks, Lizzie. We love you. We appreciate you. And thanks, everybody, for
Bye.
tuning in to Trauma Dumpsters. Okay, bye.